Good morning all, my name's Betty with Happy Little Loop Crochet, and thank you for clicking into my video today. I'm just gonna go through some needle felting with you today on a new project I've been working on. I'm feeling kind of tired because I woke up at 4 a.m. to my 3-year-old throwing up. I am actually pretty glad because last night I made the executive decision to go to bed early, even though I've been feeling pretty strong pressure lately to market prep. I signed up for my biggest market ever, and it's coming this weekend, and I really want it to go well. But today we're working on Mama Caylee creations. She has a new Fury mod coming out for her Astra Dragon, and I got selected to test it out for her. She's been keeping it under wraps, so I actually just posted about it on my Instagram today for the first time. So my plan had been to use safety eyes on this that I had hand painted, but those didn't work out well, so I'm going to go ahead and do felt. I know you guys have had some questions on how I do my needle felting and how it holds up over time, but as you can see in this video of one of my son's plushies that he bought from one of my markets about a month ago, it's holding up pretty well in the rough hands of a 6-year-old. So I went ahead and dug through my felt stash. I picked out these two blues and I was kind of comparing them to my inspo photos that I pulled up online. I really preferred the darker blue, but I went with the lighter option just because I think it goes better with this like frosted white that I used. I used Sweet Snuggles Jumbo Weight 7 size yarn to crochet this Fury. And I used a 10mm plain aluminum hook, like just the general kind you can get on Amazon. And so all I'm doing here is I cut my felt down to size so that it's more easily manageable, and then I'm just like measuring it against my Fury, imagining the eyes that I want to create for her based off of just the general artwork that I found Googling light Fury. This is usually my process every time I do felt eyes. If it's a specific character, I'll go ahead and just pull up Google, I'll just Google light Fury. And then I just kind of look at the eyes, the different options. Sometimes I'll pull up some fan art just so that I can see, you know, like if anyone's come up with like a cool take on the character that I prefer. But here I really just based it off of the character from the movie, How to Train Your Dragon. And then I just freehand it, hope all goes well. And I actually end up really liking the shape that I created. And so once I have my first shape, I'll go ahead and just hold it against the second piece of felt, and then I go ahead and just cut it out. So if you notice when I cut my felt, I don't close my scissors all the way. I've had some questions on how I get my cuts to be smooth. My only real tips, I really don't have any, but my only real tips are to keep your cuts smooth, don't stop and go, and don't close your scissors all the way, to try to keep that cut as even and as rounded as you can. So I did my final size comparison, and now I'm about to get started with the actual needle felting. I'm getting my needles out of the way, and as you can see, I am missing one because I did snap it the other day. It was kind of crazy. It went straight into my finger. It was kind of scary, but then I realized it wasn't in my finger causing pain. So when I looked closer at it, I realized that it was just through like the first layer of skin. I'm not actually sure how that happened, but it happened. So as a warning, you know, be careful if you decide to needle felt, because that is a very sharp needle that you're working with. So here you can see that I've started getting my eye shape. And this first eye, I didn't time the whole process, but the first layer of this one eye took me 8 minutes total. So I'm guessing, you know, the whole process was probably 30 to 45 minutes. And then you can see here, the final size is smaller than the starting cutting size because of that 3D effect. At this point, Oliver woke up and he was awake for the day. He came and hung out with me. I found this new YouTube channel recommended on my For You page, and I decided to click into it, and I actually really enjoyed the video. She has a very matter-of-fact way of explaining like her thought process that I really did enjoy, and she had some like cool little insights into mystery boxes, which I'm actually thinking of doing mystery boxes for the first time this weekend. And so I actually like one of her thoughts. So she said that she doesn't think that you should put a picture up with, you know, what the different prizes are, because that might increase the disappointment. She was saying kind of how kids might not have any expectations going into it if they're just buying a box and they don't know what's inside, but that if they see a picture on the wall, they might get really excited for one of the animals, and then if they don't get that animal, they might be disappointed. Ollie came in to talk to me. He was very upset with his sister for not letting him eat an entire block of cheese. It was actually really funny. There's my finished eye, and here I am modeling my dragon like a dad who's really proud of the fish he caught. And I'm actually really proud of this dragon. I think she turned out beautifully. And you can really see her wings here. They're so gorgeous. I love Caylee's wings. She's so creative. Thank you for hanging out with me in today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it.